Hello everyone and welcome to the Formula Horizon Season 15 Italian Grand Prix, the Gran Premio d'Italia here in the beautiful park in Milan, in Monza. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix, round 6 of this World Championship, I believe, or maybe it's round 5, I don't know. But it says round 12, I think it's round 6 of the World Championship here in Monza. A beautiful track in a beautiful location. 3 sectors, a 5.793 kilometer lap distance. Local start of probably 12 o'clock. 53, no, like 7 laps, I think. Race record of 121.0 by Rubens Barrichello in 2004. 2 DRS zones around this beautiful track. How many times can I call this track beautiful? Many more. You just wait. Let's get on to the starting grid then for this race. It is Fernando Alonso on pole position for Ferrari in Monza alongside Neo-Hungary in P2. Landon Canoca starts P3 for Lotus alongside Easton Bound in 4th for Mercedes. It's 2 and 4 for Mercedes. John B. Cool starts 5th alongside Jenson Button in the McLaren, out qualifying his teammate Lewis I don't know once again. Dad Be Cool in P7 for Force India alongside Isaac Spaceoff. Not very great qualifying for the Red Bull driver. Emerald Diggy starts 9th alongside Pierre Gasly and Toro Rosso, which are rocking a brand new one-off livery for their home race. Sebastian Vettel starts P11 alongside Lewis I don't know, out in Q2 for McLaren. Luna D. Darling starts 13th on the Lotus alongside Mom Be Cool in the Haas, great qualifying there. Zuka Boy starts 15th for Toro Rosso alongside the Sauber of William Ebacau. Kaito 1-2 starts 17th for Williams, out qualifying Nicholas Latifi again, while Nate Kuzat starts 18th. Alan the Alien starts 19th alongside Nicholas Latifi, who rounds off the grid in P20th for another time. Here we go, 5 lights are on. And it's lights out and away we go here in Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso gets a great start. Landon Canoca already jockeying for position with Neo-Hungary for P2 in this race. Neo-Hungary stays in P2. John Be Cool in P5. Jenson Button in P4. Easton Bound on Mercedes has dropped down to P6. Alan the Alien down in P20. Kaito 1-2's fallen down to P18. Mom Be Cool's made out the position. Luna D. Darling down in 14th. Battling with Mom Be Cool for P13. As all the cars are rounding through the chicane. And there's a spin at the back, and Luna D. Darling is out of the Grand Prix. Feeling that the Calsman spun around, he's got back going. As Fernando Alonso still leads the Italian Grand Prix. Neo-Hungary is closing in. And there's a bit of a collision there between Nate Kuzanot and Kaito 132 for P15 on track. Nicholas Latifi going wheel to wheel with Alan the Alien as well. Jenson Button battling with Landon Canoca, getting up into P3 after their victory last time out in Silverstone, if I remember correctly. Neo-Hungary tried down the inside of the Parabolica. It's going to be tight. And Neo-Hungary, I think, has that position down the inside. Fernando Alonso could try and switch it back down to the inside, though, for Ferrari. And I'm not going to see that battle, but yes, Fernando Alonso regains the lead of the Italian Grand Prix, but it is still wheel-to-wheel all the way down the straight and down into Turn 1. And remember, the outside of Turn 1 quickly becomes the inside of Turn 2. Fernando Alonso breaks early, lets Neo-Hungary through as he knows he can get him back. Ferrari's a little bit faster than Mercedes. So it's Neo-Hungary, Fernando Alonso, Jenson Button is in the top 3, Landon Canoca P4, John Be Cool P5. Pierre Gasly gets it down in P11 for Toro Rosso in the special white and green, red, white, and green livery, the Italian colors. And Neo-Hungary's flipped over, and Neo-Hungary is into the barriers, and he'll be reset back to the pits. He's got back going, but that's Neo-Hungary pretty much out of the race. Fernando Alonso inherits the lead of the Grand Prix. Jenson Button P2, Landon Canoca P3. John Be Cool, everyone has moved up a position. And it's chaos in the opening laps here in Monza. They all go powering down towards Parabolica. John Be Cool P4. As all the cars pile out and down the straight towards Parabolica they go. Jenson Button not close enough to try a move on Fernando Alonso. That'd be cool. Ahead of Lewis I don't know, and the McLaren is up into P9 now. Pierre Gasly back into P10 after the... Oh, yes, Nicholas Latifi's out of the race. I didn't see when that happened. We didn't have that on the main screen. As Jenson Button and Easton Bowden are going wheel-to-wheel, you don't really want to see a Red Bull and Mercedes go wheel-to-wheel down towards turn 1. We've seen what has happened before. With Hamilton and Verstappen, they made it all through just fine. As Pierre Gasly battling with Sebastian Vettel for the final points-paying position. That'd be cool battling it out with Lewis I don't know for P8 as well. As a 2, well go, no! Pierre Gasly in the Toro Rosso is out of the race. Sebastian Vettel spun around, he's got back going. Pretty much turns into a moving chicane for a second there for Kaito 132 to get around. Pierre Gasly in his team's home race for Toro Rosso is out of the Grand Prix. Jenson Button's going to try down the inside of Fernando Alonso into Ascari. Oh, and they've touched! And Fernando Alonso's been spun around, Jenson Button's been spun around and out of the race. And now everyone slows down. John Bicul powering. Oh no, John Bicul has hit his teammate. And Landon Canoca goes through and into the lead of the Italian Grand Prix for Lotus. As everyone moves up one more position, as it's another DNF in the Italian Grand Prix. But Landon Canoca leads a race for, I believe, the first time this season, as the two Ferraris are now going wheel-to-wheel. John Bicul started in, what was it, 6th? And is now up into 3rd. And is challenging his teammate, could try and go down the inside into turn 1. Does not do so, backs out, and doesn't attempt it. You see Red Bull and Mercedes going wheel-to-wheel behind. That closed the pack right up. Pretty much acting as a somewhat of a false safety car. But it's Canoca, Alonso, and John Bicul. Ferrari were battling for the lead of this Grand Prix and still are. Fernando Alonso, but now John Bicul could also battle for the lead. As here comes Isaac Spacedal, right following him. Zuka Boy up into the points for Toro Rosso, though, so it might not all be over for Toro Rosso. All that they could really have done from their position was 8th through 10th. Only maximum of about 4, maybe 5 to get a fastest lap. But here comes Fernando Alonso. Could try down the inside into Ascari. John Bicul could try down the inside of his teammate into Ascari. Backs out. He saw what happened the lap prior and does not want it to happen to him. As they all go piling through, John Bicul gets an excellent launch out of Ascari. And could try down the inside of his teammate. Or try to swing it around the outside. He's going to try down the inside of Fernando Alonso down into Parabolica. He's going to back out. He doesn't want to crash into his teammate. That's not what you want, especially for an Italian team at the Italian Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso gets a great run, has a slipstream on Landon Canoca, probably using DRS, using some curve, just trying to get past Landon Canoca down into turn 1, who is going to be later on the brakes. Nothing separating them down into turn 1. And Fernando Alonso retakes the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. John Bicul now right on the diffuser of Landon Canoca, as Ferrari, or not Ferrari, Red Bull and Mercedes still going wheel-to-wheel. Landon Canoca, wow. Isaac Spacedal and Easton Bound going wheel-to-wheel. As Easton Bound does get past, going down, leading into the second chicane. What's going to happen? Isaac Spacedal is flipped over. Not the first time that we've seen that happen in this Grand Prix. Another driver has been flipped over and out of the race at the second chicane. So that battle is thoroughly neutralized now. As now John Bicul can try and go around the outside, down the straight and into Ascari. This is just a matter of John Bicul on the racing line. Is he going to be later on the brakes? No, he's not. As he now doesn't have any anti-lock brake system or traction control and has to be a little bit less late braking on his moves than he has been previously. But now they go down the straight. John Bicul could try down the inside into Parabolica. Thinks about it for just a half second and then backs out. As we now round the final corners to start the final lap of the Italian Grand Prix. John Bicul gets a great launch out of Parabolica and can try to overtake Landon Canoca with a slipstream, using DRS, using curves, using the slipstream, and pulls out to the inside of Landon Canoca. Down into turn 1 they go. John Bicul nearly locks up a little bit and nearly goes into Fernando Alonso, but takes P2 on track. And out to Ferrari 1-2 at Monza. Alonso, John B. Cool, Landon Canoka is the top three. Dad Be Cool in the points. All three members of the Be Cool family, mom, dad, and son, all in the points here in Monza. It could be a great weekend for them, taking home, 28 points the family could take home in this race if the result stands. John B. Cool slowing up the pack a little bit, trying to give a bit of breathing room for Fernando Alonso, who's pulling away about a tenth of a second now per lap, it seems. 1.7, almost 2 seconds the gap now, extra slow through Ascari. But Fernando Alonso, I think, has a big enough gap now in this race where he can just kind of coast to the end. He's not able to check out. You can't with the length of these races. But Fernando Alonso is rounding the final corner. His first win since 2013. Fernando Alonso wins the Italian Grand Prix, and it's a 1-2 for Ferrari. Landon Canoka P3, Easton Bound P4, Emerald Diggy 5, Luis Idolno 6, Dad Be Cool and Mom Be Cool 7 and 8, Zuka Boy P9, Sebastian Vettel P10. A great race this has been in Monza. 5 DNFs, Luna Di Darling, Lincoln Sativa, Pierre Gasly, Jensen Button, Isaac Spacel. As they have breaking news, Dad Be Cool will sign for McLaren Honda for next season, season 16. Very exciting news there for the McLaren Honda team, signing a very experienced driver. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.